Can you speak about feeling the feelings and emotions, please? Are they biological habits passing through? Thank you. Yes, they're biological habits, but they're also energies which have been claimed by the person to be wrong for lots of years or to be right. And so the person's got a tight hold on them. So there is like biological reactions happening, and then there is this person which says, no, you can't feel this, or this is inappropriate, or it sees something out in the flow and says, this isn't right, I don't want this, and then it has this emotional feeling to it, and then the person's holding it tight to itself. And my recommendation, when you feel like you're separate and there's lots of suffering going on, then feeling the feelings is a very wise thing to do. If you have ever done it before, you'll notice that if you move the attention to the feelings, then eventually they just move and change and morph. Whereas a lot of the time when you feel them and then try to distract yourself, you begin to live in your head and your thoughts, and you begin to cut off from the feeling, and this actually maintains the feeling. But this isn't about getting to liberation, but this is advice. This is sensible, realistic advice, rather than cutting off, living up here going, there is nobody, there is nobody, there is nobody, I am a nobody, when can I be a nobody, why do I still feel these things, I don't want to feel these things, I want to kill myself. Just put the awareness on the sensation. Underneath this brain thing there will be an uncomfortable contraction. You don't need to tell a story about the contraction, but if telling stories happen, you just move the awareness onto the feeling wherever it is in the torso, and just leave it there, and then bring it back, and then blah, 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 bring it back. And if it's so intense and you can talk out, I want to kill that person at work, to yourself, not to your family. I don't like them, but I hate them. You can just have an honesty with it. I'm not enlightened, I'm never going to get enlightened. But don't stay up in the brain about it, let the feeling speak. Does that help? This is a very wise thing to do. I noticed that a lot of people that were coming to my talks, because I was saying there is nobody there, they were then interpreting it in their brain as there's nothing I can do, and then they kind of lived in this intellectual interpretation of non-duality, kind of stayed up in this area. And then there's nothing I can do, there is nobody, and they just denied all their feelings and used it as a new technique to cut off to the body. But this is a full integration, the body coming fully back to life and being and living from that spontaneity of the body rather than the intellect that interprets. So the feeling comes up to say to those people, I forgot who I was last speaking to, who said that she didn't put her barriers up, you just say, no, this isn't appropriate. And that might come out forcefully and they'll be like, oh, you're so unenlightened. No, that's not okay. Like the body will instinctually do it. Not this, oh, I don't want to be aggressive because that's not very enlightened. I must in this situation look enlightened. If somebody's trying to steal your work, you say no. If that's, or whatever that person's doing, or steal your heart, or steal your feelings, or manipulate you, not because you think about it, because the body knows. When you stop living in this imagined idea of yourself, it's like a stream that you get into, and the dance of energies know how to act. And other people might be telling you you're doing all these things, and you should be like this, or you should be like that. And don't listen to the intellect. Listen to the feelings, not the feelings of contraction. These natural, spontaneous feelings. And I know when you're contracted, it's really tight and hard to tell because you feel so contracted and you're lost in this blurry story of what they've done to you and what's happened to me. But as that dissolves, then it's this natural flow. I can't explain. It happens, but for no one. Hey? I'm speaking fast today, aren't I? Oh my goodness, look at this. Hey, easy. Hey, easy.